I'm saying this before I go to bed. Benny Keys' sub, Kaz, just admitted to being able to do videotape things with cutting, shorting, adding, whatever. He is talking about stuff right now about he is worried about what people are going to find out about the murder that was put on Darian Brown. I want everyone to start watching Benny Keys. He is really worried about the murder that he put on Darian Brown. Right? Right, SP? Because you have to understand when you have that many guys like I did running in and out of your house, feeding them food. You don't understand to have like 10 bears in a house that I have. It's about the same size as Monica's. I wish I had the attached garage, but I don't. That lady did stuff in that house. She had a lot of boys in there. She beat up her mother and was put in jail for beating up her mother. I don't care how mad my mother makes me. I would never hit my mother. And my daughter knows this because we went through the same thing. And my mother knows what happened with my daughter. And all three of us knew you never hit each other's mother because our mothers are the bearer of our hearts and souls. Because once we bear our children, only your mother can tell you. Oh, it's by the sea. I don't have my glasses on. You two, you have an awesome day by the sea, by the sea. Yeah, you're one of my SSSS girls' friends, right? I remember you. Yeah. I can't get into my email, so just telling you. If I haven't stubbed to you, I'll try to find you. I'll try to copy and paste you. And maybe YouTube will let me see who I'm talking to so I can find people that I like and say, hey, I want to see when I see you light up in light. So, I know Benny Keys is doing something weird. He's morphed from one guy to another. He's this, he's that. Holy shit. Talking about having freaking different characters. I think he's what is that, a psycho? Or not a psychopath. He changes with everybody. Like I'm a nut bar, but holy jeez. He brings people in under his ickiness and uses their shine, like their gifts to pump up Benny Keys. It's really icky. Like I believe this. He takes their shine, and I was smart enough because at the start of my bullying, I knew he was one of the puppet porn popping masters, you know? And to be honest, I took his wrench to see what a fucking idiot he was. And then to see him. Because I'm trying to do it in email like this, okay? This is how I see you guys online. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Because I had to go back to my email telling Amanda This guy's a fucking idiot. He can take his fucking wrench and shove it up. Then I get out of my email, go back to the live, and Benny Keys is going, let me give her a wrench. Let me give her a wrench. And right in his live, I said, you take your wrench and shove it up your ass. So in Chasing Truth, who's a creator I adored, I was shocked to see a woman with that. Like she, I don't know. She was a woman of dignity, I thought, you know. She made me want to get a little puppy like she had. And she tried to correct me about it wasn't a rocking chair on her new house. It wasn't a rocking chair. It was a beautiful, beautiful, if I remember correctly, because he was a big guy. It was a big handmade chair. It didn't rock because I made something like that. And I have trees that hopefully the willow branches are big enough this year to continue to make my bars so I can finish the chair I have going. I have this year I'm gonna do like cement putty stones. I have the what do you call that? Like the slab or what do you so like great big cookie cutters. I could make all my own putty stones, and I got all these jewels and stuff. I got so many pennies. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take all the pennies, put them on a table until I get all the pennies I have. And whatever shape it makes into, I'm gonna get this shellacky stuff. And I'm gonna pour it over. After you got on your table, you gotta put a little ridgy thing, like you're making a cake. So you gotta put like what's it called? Balsam wood or something like that, really thin around the table. Okay? And then you pour about this stuff. See the video? See where my finger is? You pour about that much of this shellacky stuff. But don't do it in the house. I got caught. My husband goes, what's that smell? Baby, you're supposed to do that outside. You're gonna intoxicate yourself. So by the sea, if you were here and gone, have an awesome day for stopping in. So you put about that much shellacky stuff, and then like try not to touch it, okay? If you're gonna touch it over here. Don't go and touch the toppy part, because then you end up leaving a fingerprint, okay? Right? Fingerprints, right? And Benny Keys, a lot of shit you planted on Darian Brown, right? Back to the subject. Oh. SP, thank you for talking, allowing me to tell you that wow, I kind of told you a little bit too bluntly that young was raped. Like, I'm sorry. Wow. Because I talked to SP before I knew she was a really good church lady. All I knew is her husband watched her sleep. My hubby watches me sleep. My hubby wakes me up every morning because he's up before me. Comes in, gives me my pills, and says, Wakey, says Kramer, jumps and tries to say, give me something too. Or, what are you giving her? I want some. So, everybody out there, I pray you get somebody like my husband. Because unless you see two men that really his father and see my father-in-law and my husband, unless you've seen the two men shake hands, like, because my husband wasn't my father-in-law's favorite child, like, but once we got married, like, and often his father loved me because he would always scare me. Because I think he loved to hear me giggle and laugh. But if you could go and play cards when the family gets together to play cards, doesn't matter how old you are at that table, when you put money on that table, you leave that table crying, saying, I quit, I quit. If you're old enough to put money on that table. And I could see all the grandkids getting this lecture before the game, And to see little kids win and take everybody's money, or the little kid cry a few little tears, but yeah, unless they lost all their money, they didn't realize what it was like to lose 15 cents, a nickel around. We played Chase the Ace. Everybody out there, look up the game called Chase the Ace. It's 15 cents and you get one honor. If you get a king, everything stops there. So whatever happens, if you get that ace, you're done. So as great Canadians always play great card games. But if you played cards at my wonderful family that my husband came from, be prepared. Put your money on the table. You're either going to win it or lose it. Because my mother-in-law out there, and you know who I'm talking to, she came from a long family called the Champagnes. The Champagnes. And you know who I'm talking about, right? The Champagnes. As we all point forward to this week, love and light, everybody. I think what I need is big YouTubers to start commenting underneath my lives. All you got to do is a comment, a like, and say, hey, Kimmy, I see you. Maybe the pain in my hands would stop, okay? Because remember, every video I make is in the name of Kiki Camarena. I don't take pain pills, people. That's one of the things that was the hardest thing to get off of when I threw up, people. So if you're a big YouTuber like Duty Ron or the Ballins or Mr. and Mrs. Shipley and all you other YouTubers, hey, even White Rabbit, like, thanks for liking me on your page, but how about commenting on mine? All you YouTubers, if I could have given money. But it's like it's about drugs again. Benny Keys can do what he wants online. And a honest cop who doesn't take a dime like Kiki Camarena is tortured to death, right? Griffey was allowed me to tell my story because a lady there is connected to me, right, darling? I don't know what you look like. I see that your picture, darling. And I know you said you were in your underwears. So good night from Snowball Nation. Where now that it's legal and stuff, should be a protocol, right? Benny Keys shouldn't be showing anybody online how to make a joint. Because remember, some parents let other kids like mine listen to my stories because an F word is the same as saying fire truck. But if you're showing somebody how to do a joint all of a sudden, he's morphed from, he's a producer, he's a rapper, he's a pedophile catcher. He's a person's advocate with Dawn and Candace. Now he's not doing Dawn and Candace. He's waiting for them to get locked up because he put a murder on Darian Brown. And I'm going to get him out of jail, right? Because Darian Brown didn't do it, right? Right, Steve? Because I asked you about that on the phone. And you had said before, oh, in that footage, there's a whole bunch of chopping going on there. Right? That chick, Kaz, K/K in Benny Keys' chat. I see you. You put a murder on Darian Brown. I see you. Because you just said it in your live. Why do you think I left there? And I'm doing this live? Because you're exposing you of how you porn popped Rajon's live way back when. You're the midget porn popper, Benny Keys, right? You get off on. Yeah. Because you had to be the first time today. Learn what it's like to be a daddy. And what not to give your kid. Maybe the next time Mom will, or no, because I would fear you'd hurt the child. But I would have put him on a sugar high and said, here, have fun. Your sister took her life, and that tells a lot. because you rarely ever mention her. You talk about everybody else but Lacey. Goodbye. Right? 20 minutes I can tell you who that pig is. Or no pigs are useful. Remember. Right? I have to be better. Right, people? I have to stop raging. But how can I when I feel Kiki Camarina's pain? When Benny Keys gets thousands of views in a day,